imaginative. The Quidditch thing is incredible, but you know, when it comes to magic, the sky's the limit. So, you know.
There you go. Are you a big fan of the series?
I am. I think it's incredible.
For us, we're so lucky because we start with the gift of great source material, which not everybody is lucky enough to have. We are supported by Warner Brothers, who it's just unbelievable how supportive they are of the filmmakers, and consistently they have been from the beginning, continue to be so. We have a brilliant cast, and so everything else, they're big, they're very complicated, and we have obviously a huge obligation to get it right, both for Joe and for the audience and for the fans. But we're lucky, we have a great team of people. We've been blessed with brilliant directors, great writers, fantastic cast, so actually they generally make it easy for us.
Well, I want to... Can you talk a little bit about the way the films are
But again, it starts with the source material, because Jo has been really clever, because the books basically are about growing up, I think, in many respects, and so we can all relate to whatever chapter it is we're currently engaged with, because they're a different period in the protagonist's lives, and so there are different things that come to the fore. This one's more intense. Harry starts off suffering from post-traumatic stress, having witnessed the death of his friend. There's nobody to unburden himself to. When he does meet up with his friends, they've been instructed not to talk to him by the man he reveres, Dumbledore. Nobody else seems to believe that what he's telling them about what happened with Voldemort and Cedric in the previous film is true. It's a difficult situation. To cap it all, he can no longer trust the adults. He has to become a teacher himself, at the behest of Ron and Hermione, to take over the dark arts and the Defense Against Dark Arts training for the rest of his colleagues. It's tough, well then it doesn't even end there, because actually it's political. The ministry is a bit like 1984. They send in their representative Umbridge to clean out the mad, take over the school, and the unthinkable happens, and Dumbledore gets fired. And so you end up with something you just couldn't imagine, which is Hogwarts with no Dumbledore. And then to cap it all, you have the races with the fight all the time.
What are your favourite moments of this film?
Oh, people ask me, it's so hard. I'm really proud of the film and I think David Yates has done a remarkable job. I love the finale, the Dumbledore-Voldemort fight, which is not just a big spectacular fight, visual effects spectacular. It also encompasses the fight for Paris' soul, which I think, I would say this because I produced the film, but I think works very well, and I think it's moving, and I think it's very effective, and I think that's one of the sequence I'm proudest of most. But I said, David Yates did a brilliant job. I love the whole film.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Idiot to turn them down. This is my third one. I haven't been lucky enough to do them all. Actually, one of them I didn't do by choice because I was trying to do something of my own. But actually, generally speaking, I've been mad to turn them down. They're fantastic films with fantastic source material, with fantastic cast. The studio are brilliant. I've been idiots.
What is it like going to Hong Kong and seeing the fan coming out of there? Different fans. Seeing the fans.
Japan. Unfortunately, I didn't go to Japan because David Yates and I at this time we were busy to start filming the new film in September, and so we had to divide our forces this time. David Heyman went with Daniel Radcliffe, and David Yates and I stayed behind to carry on our preparation here. So I'm hoping to go next time.
Did you make it out to the premiere in London?
I did.
What was that experience like?
Well, we almost drowned.
Oh, wow. It rained that much?
I can't tell you how much it rained. England's never seen rain like it, I don't think. There were thunderstorms. It sounded like Voldemort was coming, actually. There were thunderstorms and flashes of lightning, and the fans, it turned out in their thousands, like they have here. Some of them camped overnight. Some of them must have almost drowned themselves, actually, I'm sure. But they were, as the loyal fans here, burning themselves to a crisp. Our lot almost died by drowning.
What was the experience of producing this film?
It's such a privilege, and I've never done anything like the Harry Potter films before, and I doubt I'll ever do anything like them again. We start with this marvellous source material, so we know whatever happens, we've got a good story, which is not always the case with movies, unfortunately. We're blessed with a brilliant cast who, when Chris Columbus cast them all those years ago, nobody could sort of guess what what they turn out to be like, let alone somebody else's, and they're all brilliant, even all the secondary cast. They're a joy to have around, they're all really good human beings, and that's fantastic, and we get to play with all these visual effects and marvellous sets, and it's fantastic.
It's a lot of fun, right?
A lot of fun.
So what is the difference, what can you tell the fans, what are they going to see different in this film compared to the other movies?
It's another year in Harry's life, which is it's the starting point.
There was a kiss also. Tell us about that.
There is a kiss. It's Harry's first kiss.
Oh, wow.
And it's a very tender and touching moment with Cho Chang, played by Katie Leung.
Whose idea was that?
It comes from the book. Okay. It's Harry's first kiss, and it's there in the book. And we watched it happen with trepidation. It's a bit like watching your own children grow up and become young adults rather than children. And so it's very tasteful, and it's very nice, it's very sweet, and I hope everybody likes it.
Okay. What do we have to look forward to in the next 2 movies?
Well, I have no idea what we're going to look forward to in the movie 7, because I haven't read the book yet, so we're like everyone else, we can't wait for it to come out on July the 21st. The 6th film, I won't spoil it in case there are people watching who have not read it, but romance goes a step further, is all I'll say. Sorry?
How will the romance be held?
Well, the romance goes a step further. It'll always be tasteful, but it's fun and it's funny and it's sweet and it's tender. So we're looking forward to it.
One more question.
Yeah.
Do you sometimes feel like you have a lot on your shoulders? A lot of people are expecting a lot from the movies.
Yeah.
It is an obligation. I mean, we start off with an obligation to J.K. Rowling to make sure that we present her books with integrity on film, because a film is a different animal to a book, and so you can't just faithfully reproduce every single word. So we have to make sure that when we make the adjustments, we do it in the way that she would approve of. And then we have the fans that just say, look, I mean, they come out like this, you can't disappoint them, and that's a big burden. But hopefully they'll like the film and we'll have succeeded. We can draw breath and set about to try and do it again.